gonna be some hot takes here, but please let me cook. I would much rather be given a stick in an action game and destroy every enemy until the credits with that same stick, never having to level it up or worry about the magic stick or the bleeding stick. One issue I find myself dealing with in any action game that has you leveling up and choosing which stats to upgrade is that it takes away from my enjoyment with those titles, and in my opinion somewhat trivializes the game itself. For instance, when you fight a boss in say Dark Souls, you're constantly thinking, am I the right level here? Should I maybe grind and look for better equipment? Maybe I should look up a video on an OP build to get past this tough boss. Sometimes as well, when you do beat a boss on your first time, you're played with the thought of maybe it wasn't your skill and it was just a build that you was using carried you, or maybe you was just over leveled. Personally, I feel conflicted whenever these mechanics are implemented in action games, since I feel like they create a lot of dissonance for the player at times, and it reflects on how gatekeeper the community for those titles can be. There's no gatekeeping in the Sekiro side of the FromSoft community, since everyone beat the game on mostly the same experience outside of maybe having to heal more alongside some slight changes in playstyles. This isn't me hating on leveling up systems, I love JRPGs, but in action games I can't help but wonder how much of it was skill when stuff like leveling up exists, and just the idea of possibly being over leveled and people posting recommended levels for bosses just feels wrong to me. Nowadays when it comes to action games, there is rarely any that appeal to players who prefer no upgrade nonsense, which is why God Hand with all of its bare knuckles and kicks really stands out when looking at the game today, where action games are starting to all look the same combat wise.